It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking, tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by the southpaw Tua Tagovailoa in his 3rd season now out of the University of Alabama.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Tua to throw right away. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Tua going to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throw left side complete. That's counter. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. It's Tagovailoa. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. The Rams offense ready. They're backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by last year's Super Bowl champion QB in his 14th NFL season now out of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On first down, it's Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Now it's Stafford. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Stafford. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. You You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Wilson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson, and he is going to lose yardage here. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On play action, here's Tua. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Tua. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Wilson going to try the right side. And he's got room. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 32 yards for Jeff Wilson. And the Dolphins are on the board first on the road here in L.A. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spanned 7 plays, and the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. A give. This is Wilson. Brought down at the 20. Second and 8 coming up. Another carry for Wilson, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And he's missed now on his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Good call there on 1st down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Throwing again is Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again, Stafford. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Stafford, he's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A 10-play drive that time. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run. Here's Wilson. Spins away. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to pass. Tua. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give, running left is Wilson. Oh, nice move. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
first down. Stafford here. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Channing Tindall. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Well, that'll be caught by Cup. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Back to throw, Stafford. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Hill on the return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
From the 36,
Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
Tua on 4th down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Open net is Waddle, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Tua. Incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Wilson.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 3rd and goal. This LA Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Akers slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
On second and goal, Stafford buying, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Wilkins, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Stafford. Under pressure, they got him again. Christian Wilkins, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal, now brings up a decision on fourth down.
Fourth down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
They'll run with Wilson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's dropped underneath for Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Rams ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Stafford. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. Touchdown, Rams! Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams have moved out in front. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Tua now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Tua sets up to pass it. Out route to Hill, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Tua. And on the left side here, Wilson. Throwing again on second down. Tua. And a completion to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Get something together.
On first down, Tagovailoa completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Miami. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And we're going to look at Cooper Kupp as the Rams offense gets ready to take over possession.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
On first down at Stafford. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
41 yards on the ground for him so far. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Stafford to Jefferson on the slant. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Stafford. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
They'll run here with Akers. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Let's go now, let's go.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
On 4th down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Second and 7. They'll run again with Wilson. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Looking to pass. Tua. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Wilson with a 1st down carry. And he'll power his way up near the 25. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
shot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua going to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
He starts with a give to Akers.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Now that's how you start a drive. Not only do you pick up a 1st down, you do it on a chunk play. Big yardage, and now you put a little bit of a dent in the confidence of the defense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford steps away. Going up top for Kupp. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On play action, here's Tua.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. A give. This is Wilson. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time backing in this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, those guys are hard to find.
It's showtime, baby. Let's go, fellas. Do your thing.
Stafford on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Stafford now to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 3rd and 1. They opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Tua.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Miami first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right chalk of the 20.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford
on the move to his left. This is caught by Robinson, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their 38.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Completes it to the tight end Smythe. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
2 and a throw again.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Tua.
He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Wilson.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Tua going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The pressure there was definitely enough to make him alter his throw, because if he had had time, he had a man wide open and had a chance to get it to him.
Yeah, I think if he had just another split second, that's a completion and a touchdown. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Second down and 8. Play action. Stafford. Akers back-to-back catches. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight? Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Gets past one man. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll run. Here's Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 128 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another carry for Wilson.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw is Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy, and they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 5. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They can't beat us straight up. This is your game, baby.
Now Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Stafford now to throw.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Stafford. And that is incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.